Good evening, my noble knights. Today I'd like to talk about something a little bit different, and I don't really show this game very often, even though I enjoy playing it, and that is, of course, Heroes of the Storm. And one of my personal favorite characters is Alarak, High Lord of the Tal'Darim. He's an assassin character that focuses around his sadism trait, as you can see in the bottom right corner, or left corner here. It starts at 100. You can reduce it through some talents like Lightning Surge reduces it by 10%, but gives you a bunch of abilities as you complete the quest. And if you can hit all three, or if you can hit 3 heroes and a targeted hero, so 4 heroes basically, you instantly max out the talent. Very difficult shot to do. I've done it a couple times, but it's very difficult to do. And he has like one that reduces sadism for longer range on his telekinesis and stuff like that. But one of his talents he can pick up is called the Rite of Rakshir, which how it works is he places a brand on an enemy hero, and then as he attacks them with his Q, which is Discord Strike, he starts racking up sadism. 3% for every hit, 5% if he kills, and the cooldown immediately resets when that happens. So I was curious just to see how high it could go, and it seems like 550 is about the highest it can go. So I have to mention that this talent, the Chaos Reigns talent, where it's maxed out, it's not actually because I haven't been able to hit any other heroes because this is just a trial area. So I'd like to show you something. That was a 3-shot. Pretty insane, since Artanis is extremely tanky, but if you nail it correctly, it is basically guaranteed a 1-shot at this point. And like I said, I haven't maxed out the Chaos Reigns talent, but as you can see, even with just the basic one, it usually 1-shots. Now, the thing about it is, you're probably never going to see this happen because sadism reduces if you kill him. So, oh, great, I am at 250%. Oh, I just died. Well, I lost it all. So, odds of this actually happening in game, probably not particularly high, but it just demonstrates why you don't want to let Alarak just keep on racking up kills. Because once he starts racking up his kills, he gets stronger and stronger, and all of a sudden, he's doing this to your heroes. Maybe not particularly Artanis, but if he can do this to Artanis, you can see where he becomes a major problem. Of course, he does have his faults. He's a very technical hero, as he's pretty slow, and he's very, very fragile for being a frontline assassin. But he has a couple of ways to help out with that, like Counter Strike, which is a counter, and then Deadly Charge, which is... oh, wrong one. Deadly Charge, which is a very powerful charge attack. Gets interrupted if he's attacked. But, as you can see, this is why you don't just let Alarak do it if he feels like you kill him whenever you get a chance. If you can keep his sadism down, nice and low, he's still a threat because he can pull off some nasty tricks, like he can pull himself or you around. He can zap you with lightning and poke away. Or silence you with his Discord Strike. So, interesting hero, and I was actually surprised by just how powerful it can get. And again, I think this is actually the cap it does have in-game. People say that it can rise indefinitely, but as you can see, that's actually not true. 550 seems to be the max.
That was rather entertaining.
So, yeah. When I started seeing this happen, I was just going, holy smokes. And I had to do the video. That's why it's here. Just an interesting little side thing. But yeah, I'm tired. It's like 6 in the morning. I woke up at 3, so I'm tired of doing that. But you know, can't do much about it. So yeah. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next Pokemon battle, or maybe another Heroes of the Storm. I doubt it. I don't really do much of this. But for those who want to play Heroes of the Storm, watch out. When you're fighting an Alarak, make sure to try to keep his sadism low, as once he starts building that up, he becomes progressively much harder to stop. As he hits a lot harder, he heals a lot easier, because his Lightning Surge actually heals him for like 40% of the damage dealt or something. So, more sadism he's got, the more healing he's got. So yeah, and he also can slow you down with his Lightning Surge if he chooses his Lightning build, and so forth and so on. So he's an interesting character, very, very hard to use properly, but if you can use him, he can be an absolute nightmare. He does have his weak maps, but when I just saw that, I just kind of had to do this because that's just insane. One-shotting Artanis, that's crazy. Mind you, he is 10 levels down, so that does help, obviously, quite a bit. But the point still kind of stands. A level 20 hero getting one shot, and the talent's not even maxed out. I'm sure if the levels were even, Alarak would have a little bit more trouble killing them, maybe a 2 or 3 shot, but that's a 2 or 3 shot. Not a lot of difference at that point. So, yeah, just an interesting facet. If it was like a 2 or 3 shot, he'd probably be able to telekinesis his men to the Discord Strike and then zap him as he tries to escape. Or just counter him as he tries to charge in with his Zealot Charge or whatever. So, at that point, it's just kind of ridiculous how powerful Alarak really is. So, I know there was going to be someone like, oh, but you're 10 levels up. Yeah, I'll give you that. It was at that point. But the point still stands. It's just absolutely insane, that kind of damage. So, yeah, 550 seems to be the max for Rite. I'm going to bed. Night.